Hello, and welcome to the show Crime Tag. Today's story is about a murder mystery with no evidence, no witnesses, just a blind murder, where for a year the police tirelessly searched for a clue, a proof, and a murderer. And they found nothing. The killers were still free, and the case remained unsolved. Then, a parrot emerged. This bird posed a significant problem, and a legal one at that. After the parrot's death, further investigation was possible. But how could a parrot's testimony be accepted in court? In the world of law, there's no place for animal testimonies. So, how could a parrot speak? How could it answer the court's question? Despite these challenges, the case was solved. How? Story begins. In the heart of Michigan, America, lies a place called Sand Lake. Here, a family story unfolds. Martin, 45, and Glenna Duram, 46, both on their second marriages, found love with each other. They brought 2 children from their previous unions into their new family. Life was good until an accident left Martin physically weakened. He spent most of his time hunting, while Glenna worked to support the family. Glenna had a long-standing addiction to gambling. When Martin was well, they would visit the casino together. But Glenna's luck was often out, and she lost more than she won. As Martin's health declined, so did their income. Yet, Glenna's gambling persisted, draining their hard-earned money. This is their journey. A family struggle in Sand Lake. She was caught in a cycle of gambling, losing money she couldn't afford to lose. The house, the car, both on Emmy and the bank were demanding payment. Then she turned to drugs. This led to erratic behavior, anger, fights, even suicidal thoughts. Despite the chaos, life seemed to be going well, until the bank threatened to take the house and car due to missed payments. She lied, claiming she had paid the money. In reality, she'd lost it all in gambling. "I don't know how the bank people got this misunderstanding," she said, but she knew deep down that her lies were catching up to her. Her financial situation was dire, a result of her struggles with gambling debt and addiction. But beneath the surface, secrets lurked. On May 13th, 2015, Martin and Glenna, 2 residents, hadn't been seen for 2 days. This was unusual. Their children were with relatives. The neighborhood, always aware of each other's routines, grew suspicious, where one day, after being too long to do not open the door, their neighbor decided to check on them. Knocking yielded no response. The door was pushed open. What was discovered was horrifying. Martin and Glenna Duram were found lying on the bedroom floor near the bed, where there was blood all over. Glenna Duram's body was covered by a blanket, with only her head exposed. 3 empty firearm cartridges and one full cartridge were on the end of the bed. The neighbors' screams echoed through the quiet town. The peaceful facade of Sand Lake shattered. Here's a chilling mystery had begun. In the aftermath, residents began to reveal the town's hidden side. Secrets and scandals that may have played a role in this tragedy. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the dark secrets of Sand Lake, peeling back layers of a seemingly peaceful town, revealing a hidden underbelly. The truth behind Martin and Glenna's death still waits to be uncovered. There was only soil and a bullet passes through Glenna's ear. That's what happened to Glenna. They thought she was dead until he screamed out in pain. The police were called, and they rushed Glenna to the hospital. Amid the chaos, a shocking discovery was made. Glenna was alive. At the hospital, doctors confirmed that a bullet had indeed grazed Glenna's ear. Despite her injury, she was not in immediate danger. The soil was found to be peppered with 5 bullets in his husband. Martin Duram found dead. He had been shot 5 times, records show, where 3 gunshots were fired at his chest from close range. according to the autopsy report. The remaining bullets were fired into his back and forearm from an undetermined or distant range. This incident serves as a stark reminder of life's fragility. One moment Glenna was touching the soil, the next she was fighting for her life. On the other hand, his husband found shot dead. Now, only Martin's wife, Glenna, was now the prime suspect in his murder. She was questioned while recovering from her own gunshot wound. I loved Martin. Yes, we had financial problems. But why would I shoot him? Glenna asked. She claimed to have no idea who shot them, having fainted after being shot herself. The police scoured their home, questioned their children and neighbors, but found no leads. A reward was offered for information, but to no avail. As time passed, the police began to scrutinize Glenna's call details, their suspicions growing. The mystery of Martin's murder remains unsolved. Glenna was interrogated many times, his mental state fluctuating. Yet, no evidence emerged to label her the murderer. In the same year, in 2015, a year passed. The police are still empty-handed. In the midst of this, a grey parrot named Bud from Martin's house found a silent observer. The mystery continues. Bud's story isn't ordinary. It was bought by Christina, the first wife of a Martin. When Martin passed away, she brings Bud with her. Also, Bud was the only one left in the house except Martin's wife. Meanwhile, the police were clueless about Martin's death. A year passed with no evidence found. Then, in May 2016, something unexpected happened. Michigan police saw a video of the parrot, Bud, on a TV channel, where mimic human speech, a trait that sparked interest. The video was discussed widely. Here, the question raises, how could a parrot's mimicry serve as evidence in a murder case? As the parrot's story has left a lasting impact, challenging the legal system's perception of animal testimony. Well, Martin and Glenna, both scarred by previous marriages, found solace in each other's company. Their pasts were marred by heartbreak. Martin's first wife, Christina, had a parrot named Bud. When he died, Bud began repeating Martin's last words, which was later famous on the internet. A parrot's words sparked a police investigation. The bird kept repeating two phrases, "Shut up" and "Don't shoot." These phrases were in the voice of a man named Martin. The police interpreted "shut up" as a sign of Martin's anger. "Don't shoot" suggested someone was trying to harm him. Christina, the parrot's owner, was asked why she didn't alert the police. She admitted she didn't understand the parrot's words initially. She thought it was mimicking his ex-husband's voice. Then, confused and intrigued, she decided to record the parrot. She captured a video of it repeating the phrases for 1.5 minutes. The parrot's testimony may seem unusual, but it's led to a full-blown investigation. Picture this: Martin and Glenna, seemingly ordinary people, in their ordinary home. But behind closed doors, it seems like a mystery unfolds. A video emerges. It's of Martin. Now he's not alone. His parrot is there, mimicking his voice, saying, "Shut up and don't shoot." Who was Marty telling to shut up? Who was he telling not to shoot? Police consult experts and turn to the neighbors. Did anyone see anything? But there's no witness of an outsider entering or leaving the house. The police are left with one chilling theory. Could it have been Glenna? The last moments of Martin and her remain shrouded in mystery. A year later, the police revisited the parrot. They spoke to it, interrogated it in their unique way. It was a lengthy process, but the parrot remained silent. In 2017, 2 years after Martin's murder, the police gathered enough evidence. They confronted Glenna. There was no other suspect but her. Overwhelmed, Glenna confessed. She was addicted to gambling, started using drugs. The debt was piling up. She had to pay for the house and the car. Martin and his friend had a falling out over lost money. Tensions escalated, leading to a deadly confrontation. The police arrested Martin's friend, but they found nothing. Now they decided to visit Glenna's house again after the shootout, where the police found the murder weapon, a pistol. Fingerprints were discovered and a motive was revealed. All signs pointed to Glenna as the murderer, but the most compelling evidence came from an unexpected source, an African grey parrot. She confessed this bird was in the room during the murder, watching and listening, but then it heard angry words, a threat, and a plea. "I am going to kill you," followed by "Don't shoot, don't shoot." After the murder, the parrot repeated these chilling words. It was as if the bird was calling out the final moments of its master's life. This unusual testimony added a unique twist to the mysterious case of Glenna and Martin. The killer was caught, thanks to the parrot.